So it's time to start painting this little puppy, and all damage is done. And here we have the propeller. And as you can see, or it's maybe hard to see, but I have added wooden pieces here so it should look natural, because the propellers on the Focke-Wulf D version was made of wood. So here we have the propeller. I think it's going to look awesome. And here we have the aeroplane. So we have damage on the wingtip, and here we have some big holes, small holes from bullets from the underside, and we have some holes in the back as well. And here we have the other left side of the wing, and as you can see, it's quite broken, and I think it's gonna fit really well into the diorama we're gonna build when this is done. So model is primed, damage is under control. It's time to start painting it. Cockpit is done, you can't see that, it's weathered and it looks old. Yeah. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel and like this video. It doesn't cost you anything. Cheers! So the works continues, and the painting is done, all the shipping is done. I have painted those markings instead of using the decals because it's easier to weather them down, and as well as those white crosses you have on the wings. So I weathered the decals with sandpaper so they should look old. So I guess this aircraft has now been in the jungle for over 20 years. So it's time to do some weathering on it now, and then I will continue to build the diorama, and that will be maybe in this episode, and it would be in the next episode. So I guess this will be a 3-episode video, but you never know with me. So it's time to continue, so I'm gonna do the propeller now, so you can take a look at that one. I have it here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but I put real wood here in the propellers because the propellers were made by wood, so they should look real. So now it's time to do those. So, haven't you subscribed to the channel? Please do. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, just a couple of seconds to do the click. And be careful out there, it's a strange world. So the model is done, all the weathering is in place and all the algae and mold is on it. So now it's time to start to build the diorama. It took a while to paint this crashed Focke-Wulf, but I think it came out quite nice. I've never done this, so we're gonna add some more mud below the belly here when it's in the diorama, but as far as it looks now, I think it looks quite nice. It looks like it has been in the jungle for 20 years, and that was the goal with this weathering I have done. So let's continue to start build the diorama. So here we have the wood pieces for the diorama. So this is the base plate. So I'm going to use regular wooden glue for this one. Take this glue and apply it like this. That should be enough. And then we take the second part of my wood and we align it as good as we can. Gonna need some sanding on the outside as well when we are done. Yeah. Okay. And then we take the next piece of wood. It's gonna be on the top. More wood glue. There we have that. And before I put my clamps on, I'm going to show you how I was thinking. So this is where the water should be, made by resin, and the plane should be on this bank up here. Should be some grass, vegetables, some small trees, and this is going to be a sandbank down to the water. And the plane is going to be situated like this, something like this. So that is how I planned this diorama. So I'm going to fill this up with resin, so this wing will be underwater. So the glue has dried, so now it's time to remove the clamps and prime up the wood. And I'm using regular wood glue for the priming as well, nothing special. So I will add a big blob there, and I don't have a pencil that is big enough here. Yeah, well, I use my fingers. It works just fine. Okay, we're getting there. I think that is quite good, and it's enough. So the primer is done, or it's dry, I mean, and it's primed with white glue. So now it's time to add the plaster, and I'm using this one, Moldacine plaster. It's more thick than regular plaster, and you can make more structures, so I really like this product. So I'm gonna mix up some. So this is how it looks now. It's like some gooey. So I will start to apply the top here first. I'm gonna use my fingers for sure. And this doesn't have to be so uniform. It's better to make it look like something from the nature. It should be quite flat on the top side here. Just adding some first, and then we could modify it or give it some crevices and things like that. On the whole surface. So, there we have it. The base for the diorama. And as you can see, it looks quite natural, or what you should say. So there we go.